Hey, what's going on, everyone? Major here with another episode of Major Conversations. We're going to discuss a few different topics today during this quick mini episode, and one of them is trending right now. Over the last couple of days, people have been talking about the experience of and the effect of Caitlin Clark. She brings a lot of attention to the league. There is a lot of benefits that come with having such a good player that's coming from so much social media hype, and just having an awesome collegiate career as well, and just having so many eyes brought to the world of women basketball in her collegiate career. And now that's transitioning over into the professional realm with women's sports as well. She's been having an up and down season thus far in the WNBA, but for me, understanding basketball, that's regular. You don't expect for someone who plays in college to come in and instantly dominate in the professional level. Remember, these people are more wiser, more experienced, they're stronger, they're faster. Professional basketball is different from college basketball. So her making those adjustments, I don't see it being a long-term type of situation. I think she's going to take her hits. She's going to take some L's. She's going to have a lot of learning lessons. But ultimately, if she uses everything that's occurring right now, she's going to use it as fuel to come back bigger, better, faster, and stronger, more focused. And she will be that player that a lot of people believe that she can be. Now, speaking more specifically over the last 2 days, people are talking about the cheap shot that she received during the game. Now, there are mixed emotions when it comes to what's happening with Caitlin Clark. But because of so many people that have never watched the WNBA games are now interested in it, they believe that this is something new. Well, it is not anything new, especially if you're a hot shot talent coming into the professional arena. This can be in men or even women's. A great example someone put in my comments was, look what happened with Lonzo Ball. Lonzo Ball and all of his brothers, the BBB, the Ball brothers, LeVar Ball, he came with so much hype. His dad said he was better than Steph Curry. And what did everyone do? You had both sides. You had Pat Beverly trying to bully this guy on the court, being aggressive with him, pushing him down or whatever. And no, everyone was like, that's a part of it. Like, your dad made this happen for you. Although Lonzo was pretty quiet, it wasn't him making those projections for himself. But because of the media aspect of it, because of the social media aspect of it, and so many people chiming in, there was a sense of, okay, I'm going to shut this down. And that is what Caitlin is experiencing right now. From my personal observation, I don't know her, never met anyone who knows her that could share anything about her. But from what I've seen, and also in interviews, she is just enjoying the moment. I believe that she's an ultimate competitor. I believe that she's a crazy talent with the way that she shoots the ball. I think that there is some room for development in understanding the transition from the collegiate to the pro game. I believe that she's intelligent enough, around the right coaching staff, she's going to figure things out quickly than the average rookie, and she's going to start to see some of those breakthrough moments in regards to the type of player that she can become. But I also believe that everything that's happening to her right now isn't anything new, and I think people need to relax. And furthermore, Matt Barnes said this on his Instagram. He said, this is all a part of it. This is nothing new, but where are her teammates at? Where's the enforcer? Where's anyone coming to her defense? You have to protect your star. You have to protect your asset. And I don't see that happening with the Indiana Fever. So although we've seen those before clips of everyone kind of embracing her and people being excited for her or whatever, but I don't see the camaraderie. You can't do that on the court with me and my team when I was playing. If someone knocked me down or someone knocked my brother down or knocked someone down that was on my team, we're up in that person's face. We're bringing order to the place. And I don't see anyone bringing order to the place, when things happen to Caitlin Clark. Now, we don't want to see brawls and fights and all the type of stuff, but we want to see someone step up and be an authority in that space during those moments. That not only sends a signal to the other players on the other teams, but it also sends signal to Caitlin Clark and saying, hey, no matter what, whatever we go through, win, lose, or draw, we're not the best team, but we got each other's back. And more specifically, we got your back. People have no idea how it feels to be protected, how it feels when someone has your back. And I believe that the Indiana Fever players at this point right now does not have Caitlin Clark's back. So if the social media won't have an uproar, the uproar should be with the lack of support that her teammates are showing her. But everything else is in line, and it's okay. Every superstar has dealt with this. Every hotshot player that's come from college or forgoed college to go to the NBA has dealt with it. All the way back from, Jordan back in the day, LeBron has dealt with it. All the stars have dealt with this. I've mentioned Shaq and Kobe. They have dealt with this. So guys, just relax. No one is being racist. No one is being jealous. They're not looking at her in jealousy. They're looking at her as food. They're looking at her as inexperienced. They're looking at her probably in their mind as overhyped. They're looking at her as a competitor that they want to destroy and defeat. They're not going out there with the mindset that, oh, she's straight. They're not doing that. They're going out there to compete because that's what they're programmed to do. That's what they've already been doing. If you've been watching enough NBA games, WNBA games, you would know that these women are dogs. No disrespect meant, but they go out there and go after it all the time. And so I think once there's a better understanding of how this works, that whole conversation of everyone being jealous of her, people are always gonna be jealous of people. I don't care if it's a person on fries at McDonald's and the person moves up to management. The other person on fries may be jealous of that person. That's human nature. We all get that. But people, these women are competitors. These other people in sports, people are competitors, whether it's politics, whether it's your career, your industry, whatever you're in, people are natural competitors. And emotions get caught up in these games. And I can't let you guys forget this. You guys know that Caitlin Clark talks shit, right? You know Caitlin Clark is going to talk her trash and taunt your audience and taunt your people in the stands and get her people going when she hits that shot on you from 100,000 feet away. So there's always two sides of it. Caitlin Clark is going to throw an elbow to get you off of her, right? She's going to give you a push and shove as well. So there's so much more in what's happening. In some instances, is a natural progression. It's a natural action. And it's a part of the game, so to speak. Everyone knows this that's an athlete or has been following sports in general. I guess the next topic, we can get away from that. So we got that understood. We can get away from that. The next topic is what's going on politically and how many people feel like that the election has been potentially sabotaged, and there's huge tampering going on with the indictment of Donald Trump. People feel like Joe Biden, his administration, and others that support him have politicized and corrupted and used the justice system as a political tool to derail the most popular candidate in this election. There are only two candidates. That's Joe Biden and it's Donald Trump. And now that he is this so-called felon, I feel like it's backfiring because no one gives a damn about those cases. It's just another thing for the people to talk about the insurrection, which is classified and categorized incorrectly, we know, but it's a talking point. It's a trigger piece. It's a clickbait. So now they have this. So what happens with voters that are smart, who can see what's going on, no matter what side of the aisle that you own, they're saying felon 2024. That's all that you've created is a new hashtag and a record-breaking day for donations for Donald Trump. That's all this created. What do you guys that are on the far left or anyone that doesn't really agree or like Donald Trump, what do you actually want from this? Do you think that this guy is going to sit in Rikers Island in jail? He has no record, right? What do you think is going to happen to him? He could go throughout life being listed as a felon, and life is still going to go on, whereas your life may not be going on well. You're still in debt. You're still miserable. You're still online tweeting and typing and commenting on other people's lives because you are miserable about your life and you're trying to find some meaning to your life, which is why you engage and interact with so much vitriol, so much hate, and so much animosity against those who are successful and those that are actively working towards doing something, whether you like it or not. You're not doing anything. And so Felon 2024 is the new hashtag that I'm hearing that people are rocking with. You guys let me know in the comments, do you think this is a downfall for Donald Trump in regards to his momentum? Do you believe that he still has the ability to win? Or do you think that this is something that's going to propel Donald Trump and push him to the higher heights and get people more aware, even more so? Because this is the thing that a lot of people say, or not, some people are not understanding, that if they can do this to a former president, right, or someone with a lot of money like Kanye, you saw everything that he went through, you saw everything that Kyrie went through. If they can do these things to people at that level, at that height in their careers, on their journey and their success, what do you think that they're going to do? What do you think that they can do to the average person like me and you? And so when you're getting all hyped and you have your pom-poms out and you're cheerleading for the demise and destruction of someone else, not knowing or understanding that the demise of a person means family members and everyone else is involved as well, is, that's what you support. Now, mind you, I want to make a disclaimer. I don't support any illegal activity from anyone. It doesn't matter if it's a former president. My thing is, if the jury has found Donald Trump guilty on all those charges, he's guilty. It's on his record. Okay, what is it now? We move the hell on, because my mother was a felon. I know other felons that have done their time. They came back and became great citizens in society. That isn't the end all be all because you're a goddamn felon. So stop it with your uppity, goody two-shoes, sarcastic behavior towards this topic and subject. Because as much as you care, I'm gonna let you know right now, so many other people don't care. Like, it didn't put a dent in people's support for the actual policies, the representation of what this person represents, versus Sleepy Joe Biden falling every single time that he touches the stage or stairs, can't mutter a sentence, can't even put together a story, to put together a thread of information to where it's comprehensible and we understand what he says, can add context, can engage. Goddamn, you probably can't even shake his hand, you will break him. And so with all this going on, the new hashtag that I will be sharing and supporting is Felon 2024. Felon 2024. Make sure to leave comments below and let me know for sure. Let me know. Has this diminished your thoughts of supporting Donald Trump, and has it pushed you over to want to vote for Joe Biden? That's all I want to know. Comment below in the section. And lastly, the last thing I'll talk about is just focusing on what you can control. Some things that we focus on sometimes is merely distraction. God has given us free will. He's given us opportunity to use our brains, which is a hard drive. We control the software that's uploaded into our brain. The church today, we were talking about seeds being sowed. Sometimes you don't like the fruit that you bear, but then it's not really about putting anxiety on the fruit that's bared. It's about what soil that you planted. It goes back all the way back to your decision in regards to where you planted your seeds. Sometimes you have to uproot, take those new seeds, go find new soil, new opportunities, create a new mindset, get more educated, get around like-minded people, more focused-minded people, more God-led people that are inspiring, that uplift you, that encourage you to become your best self. It's time for us to focus on the things that we can control. The things that we can't control is the gossip. We can't control the commenters, the trolls, the people that don't like us, the people that may be envious, the people that may be jealous, the people that may be racist, the people may be whatever they are. You can't control it. The only thing that you can control, that no one else can control, is your reactions and your emotions on how you move forward based upon how someone treats you, based upon how someone does you, based upon what it's going on in the world, the workplace, your environment, your household, your relationships. You still have full control on how you react and how you engage moving forward. And that in itself is a superpower that you should acknowledge and know that it's not anyone else's lever to pull. You pull that lever. All right. So if you haven't learned anything on this video today, I want you to know that I want you to stay majorvated, first of all, and to stay focused and know that you have the control to control the things that you can control. This has been another Majorvation conversation. I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe.